Hey guys, I'm Adwita and today I welcome you to part 3 of Indian History series. In this episode, we will dive into medieval India, a time of empires, battles and cultural transformations. Let's begin. Now first, before we move forward, let's quickly recall what we discussed earlier in part 1 and 2. So we discussed about the Harappan civilization, Mahajanapadas, the Mauryan Empire, post-Mauryan period, and key rulers like Samudragupta, Chandragupta II, also known as Vikramaditya, and Harshavardhana. Now let's explore medieval India. So medieval India, which we are talking about right now, was long, long ago where maps were different from what we see today. Al-Idrisi, an Arab scholar, and Mihanj-i-Siraj, an Indian historian, made maps of Hindustan based on what they knew at that time. So what this map which we see on screen is the map of Indian subcontinent by Al-Idrisi. This map shows old trade routes, rivers, and cities, helping us understand how people saw India in the medieval period. Now we have a question. How do we know about the past? So we will see the sources of medieval history. Some sources are coins, inscriptions, and architectures. Others are like old books, stone carvings, diaries or journals of people, etc. These things tell us about the kings and wars and daily life of people from medieval India. Now we will see how Islam came to India. Islam was brought by traders and migrants. Teachings of Holy Quran were brought in India in 7th century. Many rulers were patrons of Islam. So as we see, Islam came to India in different ways. Some Muslim traders came to sea by Kerala. Others, like Turks and Afghans, arrived through northwest. Over time, Islam influenced Indian art, Indian culture, and even the way rulers governed their state. Emergence of new dynasties. As we see here, some new dynasties like Chahamanas, Gurjar Pratiharas, Chandelas, Rashtrakutas, Palas, Cholas, Cheras, Pandyas, etc. emerged into the Indian subcontinent. But with this, some attacks for wealth and power were also seen in India, like one of Muhammad Ghazni. This was his empire of Muhammad Ghazni, and he attacked these cities of India like of Mathura, Kannauj and Somnath. Now we will see about the Cholas. The Cholas were the subordinates to Pallava king. Vijayalaya, one of the Cholas, captured the delta which was earlier in the control of Pallava kings. Then he built the town of Tanjavur as a temple, and he built a temple of his goddess. Raja I was most influential and powerful ruler of the Chola Empire. The temples of Tanjavur are architectural marvels. So this is the picture of Raja I. This is the idol of Nataraja which was made by the crafticians there. And this is the architectural marvel in Tanjavur made during the reign of the Cholas. Now we will see the Sultanate of Delhi. In medieval period, Delhi became the center of power under Delhi Sultanate, which is around 1206 to 1526 CE. The rulers of various dynasties like Mamluks or the slave dynasty, Khaljis, Tughlaqs and Lodhis flourished. The Delhi Sultans expanded their territories, introduced new administrative systems and promoted the spread of Islam in India. Many changes in culture, architecture and society took place during this time, such as the construction of mosques and introduction of Persian as the language of administration. Before Persian, the language of administration was Sanskrit. The Delhi Sultans ruled in North India for over 300 years. It started with Qutbuddin Aibak and included rulers like Alauddin Khilji from Khilji dynasty, Muhammad bin Tughlaq from Tughlaq dynasty. They built forts, roads, and markets, but also fought many wars to keep control over the Indian subcontinent. So these are some maps during their reign. This was from the slave dynasty. Slave dynasty had control over these areas. The Khalji dynasty controlled these areas. Tughlaq dynasty ruled over these parts, and Lodi dynasty ruled over this part. Now we will see the Mughal Empire. The Mughals changed the Indian history. First, the Babur started the empire. Babur, 1526 to 1530, laid foundation using gunpowder warfare. His technique was gunpowder warfare. Second was Akbar from 1556 to 1605. He expanded the empire, religious tolerance and Mansabdari and introduced Mansabdari's system. Akbar expanded the empire by making peace with different communities. Next is Shah Jahan. His reign was from 1628 to 1658. He built Taj Mahal, a peak of Mughal architecture. And Aurangzeb from 1658 to 1707, the largest territorial expansion was there during his reign, but religion intolerance and strict rules led to decline of Mughal Empire. And after the British East Indian Company influence, 1857 revolt ended the empire with Bahadur Shah Zafar. Next we'll see about the Marathas and their struggle. The rise of Marathas 1674. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj established the Maratha Empire and introduced Swaraj, which means self-rule. He used guerrilla warfare tactics against the Mughals, which are still in use. The major struggles faced by the Marathas were against Mughals from 1680s to 1707, Aurangzeb's Deccan campaigns. Expansion from 1707 to 1761 reached Delhi under the Peshwas. Here in this period, the Maratha Empire was expanded. And after the Third Battle of Panipat, Marathas were defeated by Ahmad Shah Abdali. And Anglo-Maratha wars from 1775 and 1818, the British defeated Marathas, leading to their downfall. So here we can see that the Marathas were led by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, fought for self-rule against the Mughals. They used guerrilla warfare technique, hiding in the mountains and attacking suddenly. They grew powerful but faced big defeat in the Third Battle of Panipat. Later, the British defeated them, ending their rule. So, thanks you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for more amazing history lessons.